So Eikei University of Hiroshima is actually a one-department university, which is called Social System Design. And every year we have about only 100 students coming in, because that is our limit, with over 80 students being Japanese and 20 students being international students. And the Japanese students come in during the spring admission, while the international students admit during the autumn admission, which is around September or October. And we are a very new university that is established in 2021, so we are only 5 years old. And we are very much a liberal arts undergraduate program, and we are definitely very much SDG oriented, as I had previously mentioned. So talking about the location, we are actually situated right in the center of the Hiroshima city. So we are very close to the business district as well as the shopping district, in addition to the Hiroshima station. So it makes it very convenient for us because it helps us in connecting the students directly to the organizations that are present around us and even around the city. And it also helps in fostering and creating that innovation spark among the students in order to collaborate with more organizations around our city. And we have 5 major competencies that Eikei actually envisions when they are evaluating or teaching their students. And one of the major ones is global collaboration, of course, between the Japanese students and also other international students that come from different countries around the world. And first things first, we have foresight, which is the ability to discover or identify problems. And then we move on to strategy, which is finding or ideating solutions that would help possibly solve our identified social problems. And then we move towards our energetic drive, which is having that consistency and resilience to keep working towards the goal that we have in our mind. And then we also have self-improvement, which is continuously having that ability or that interest to keep learning and to keep fostering that innovative spark or that creative spark to achieve that goal. And so we incorporate all of these 5 competencies in all of our educative elements, like from academic input, like learning in the university or in the class, and even through our practical output, which is through project-based learning, or even through experiential programs or internships and volunteer programs. So coming to our 4-year curriculum map, so we have major subjects, which is project-based learning, ICT data science, liberal arts, practical English, and Japanese. And Japanese is just introductory courses for international students so that they can also get used to living in Japan and interacting with other Japanese students and even people outside the university. But for the first year, we only have introductory or fundamental courses that all students have to take, especially in English. And we particularly focus on introducing different elements of humanities and science here. And from second year and up, we move towards advanced courses where we kind of expand towards different subjects and also incorporate peace studies and also include partnership organizations. And second year and up, we also have domestic or international experiential programs, which are either internships, volunteer programs, or even study abroad programs that can be done from both a domestic perspective or even an international perspective. And these are also required credits, so every student has to do it at least 2 times in their whole 4-year course. And then finally, for the 4th year, we have our degree project, where every student single-handedly researches or works on their own degree project on their topic of interest with a primary advisor and a secondary advisor. So expanding more on our liberal arts area, we have 5 major sections. First one is people, which is also called as identity design for us, where we focus on multiculturalism or diversities within societies, and we kind of identify social issues or try to solve them. And we have coming to prosperity or business design, which is basically about globalizing economy or understanding societal or social issues from an economic or business perspective. And then we have planet design, which is ecosystem design, which is basically spreading or realizing the awareness of the environmental conservation or even developing the coexistence of the nature. And then we also have peace and partnership that is kind of included for all students, where we learn what peace means, especially coming from Hiroshima, which is also gives the message of being the peace city. And we also have, we combine this with partnership organizations, as in whatever goal or project that we work on them with the aim or with the subject of achieving a peaceful society and with the idea of collaborating with various people from different backgrounds. Expanding more on project-based learning. So we are actually known majorly for our project-based learning, and we're considered to be the best. And we basically have 3 major problem-solving learning experiences from second year and third year. And in each of these problem-solving experiences, students are actually assigned to particular organizations where they solve real-world issues that the organizations themselves give to the students, and the students work towards finding a solution for that, and sometimes organizations even implement that on their own. And this is basically majorly done to break the barriers and to expose students to the real-world environment, how it is going to be after we graduate. And it also helps in fostering that collaborative mindset, especially to get them used to working with organizations or different kinds of stakeholders that are involved. And some of the major organizations that we work with is MAXTA, Statake, and UNITAR, which is United Nations Institute of Training and Research. I have personally worked with UNITAR, so I really had a really good time, and I was actually able to learn a lot out of it. And coming to our global network, actually Eikei University of Hiroshima also has connections with over 35 universities across the world in different regions. And we have exchange students coming from different universities into Eikei University of Hiroshima, and we also have students from our university who go to different parts of the world and learn different things or different subjects of their interest, and they are able to also transfer their credits back. And another special aspect of our university is we have a career design office that is immediately available from the first year in itself, where students are assigned with particular career mentors of their interested fields. And this is done in order to support their objective or their goal even after graduation. So we have job hunting or internship seminars, we have bilingual seminars for global careers, we have graduate school admissions and industry research workshops, and we also assign particular career mentors to particular students based on the interest that the student has. So, and it's basically a very much interrelated concept. So we have our career design offices in which we match even external professionals coming from outside of the university, and not just the professors from within our universities as well. And coming to student engagements, we actually have a lot of student initiatives that students take on their own. They have their own projects that they're actually able to establish, and they're even able to receive particular funding for some of them based on how they pitch their projects. And some of the students have even taken these initiatives and expanded beyond the graduation as well. They have even created their own startups as well. And obviously we do have our own university fest and other exchange events with other universities. So we even interact on a very regular basis with university students from Prefectural University of Hiroshima or even Hiroshima University. Even international students and Japanese students are very well familiar with each other within all of these universities present. We even have student clubs, and some of these student clubs, like student initiatives, have also expanded after graduation, which have created their own businesses and things like that. And we also have very active participation of students in the open campus, where students are directly able to interact with high school students and are able to share their goals or objectives or answer any kind of questions that Japanese high school students or even international high school students have in mind. And we also have the freedom or the ability to actually even enroll in various competitions without having to particularly get permission from the university as well. And we have had so many students who have actually won a lot of the first place prizes, which have been on a global scale or even on an Asian scale. And additional student engagement, we actually have international student-led organizations that aim at creating a community between international and Japanese students, such as Christmas parties or barbecue events or even farewell events for the graduating batch that happens. And this actually started like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and it's growing continuously with more and more Japanese students and international students being involved. Coming to the financial aid, actually international students have a 50% tuition fee reduction and on enrollment, so it actually also depends on the kind of visa you have. So if you have any more questions, please do come to our booth so that we can answer it for you. And since we are also a very public university, we are also much more affordable, and we also have a lot of other scholarship programs that are also available for students to apply. We also have a dormitory in our own campus, which ranges from a 1-bedroom apartment to even 2- and 3-bedroom apartments. And because we're also in the same campus building, it's actually very convenient for students to even attend classes or interact with other organizations within the same building, or use the university facilities in a more progressive way. So finally, coming on our career development, the point or the objective of our entire course is to basically focus entirely on your own career development after the graduation. So you can start with your own interest as soon as you enroll into our university. You're already introduced to various career workshops. You're already, we have mentors who are already encouraging students to think about what they want to do during and how this will affect their graduation afterwards as well. And as you can see, the curriculum, and they're all very interconnected with career advices from external universities coming in as well. We have guest lecturers, we have career mentors who keep coming on a recurring basis from a quarterly to an annual basis and help interact with students or help them identify their objective or the goals they have in mind and how they would like to achieve it. That would be it from me today. Thank you so much.